with the chapter metal cluster. What is metal cluster? A metal cluster is a compound containing a group of two or more metal atoms where a direct and a substitutional metal-metal bonding is present. Means there is a M and M metal bonding will be there. That is called as a metal cluster. Example, polynuclear. So here refers to a cluster with more than one metal atom. So it may be having more than one atoms. So heteronuclear means which is having two different metal elements. So here we can see a main type of clusters which are clusters with the ligands. For transition metals, clusters with a typical stabilizing ligands includes CO, halides, isocyanides, isohydrides and alkenes. The main group elements in this cluster is stabilized by a hydride ligands. So here the compound which is attached to a metal, that is it may be CO or halides, isocyanides, it may be attached. That full is called as what? A metal clusters. It was divided into two types, that is metal carbonyl clusters and a metal halide type of clusters. So first we will study about the metal carbonyl clusters. Metal carbonyl clusters involves only a low oxidation states like -1, 0 and a +1. A metal carbonyl cluster is a compound that contains two or metal linked in a part by a metal-metal bond and a carbon containing a monoxide has an exclusive predominant ligand. So what is the definition? A metal carbonyl cluster is a compound that contains two or more metal linked in a part by part metal-metal bond and containing a carbon monoxide as a exclusive and a predominant ligand. So it was formed by last few members, that is a transition series of first, second and third. So example, you can see a series in this Fe, Co, Ni, Ru, Rh and a palladium, Ir and a platinum, Pt. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So there are some example of carbonyl clusters, that is Fe2 and CO9, FeO2, CO9 and FeO2, CO8, Ru, CO12, etc. In this, metal carbonyl clusters includes neutral carbonyls, carbonyl anions as well as hydride carbonyls. The relationship between these three carbonyls is based on the fact that one of the CO group can be replaced by the two hydrogen atoms, means one will be a CO group that was replaced by two hydrogen atoms. One by hydrogen atom, another may be negative charge or negative, two may be negative charge atoms. The metal carbonyl clusters. In this also there are two categories, that is the low nuclearity carbonyl clusters and a high nuclearity carbonyl clusters. Low nuclearity carbonyl clusters are those clusters which contains a comparatively small number of metal atoms like 2, 3 or 4 in their structure. These includes the dinuclear. 2 means dinuclear, 3 means tri and 4 means tetranuclear carbonyl clusters. So we will see a dinuclear carbonyl clusters. Example is Mn2CO10. So Mn2CO10, here you can see a structure. Yes. So Mn2, Mn and one more Mn. It is bonded with a one CO bond. Okay na? Then here each atom has a octahedral environment and the two MnCO5 unit are joined solely by Mn bond. Here the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 which are involved in what? Mn. So these are octahedral structure. One more example is Fe2CO9. So you can see there Fe2CO9, the structure of this. And one more is CO2CO8, that you should write the structure. This is all about the dinuclear carbonyl clusters. So, and last one is trinuclear carbonyl clusters. In this, you have a triangular geometry. These are generally represented by M3CO12. Here you can take a metal as Ru, OS or a Fe. So, it is also a bridged with 2 CO group, and remaining CO group are terminal group. You can see the example here. Fe3CO12. Okay na? Next one is tetranuclear carbonyl clusters. These carbonyl clusters containing 4 or different metal atom. Thus they may be homonuclear or a heteronuclear carbonyl clusters. That is CO4, CO12. Generally it is represented as MO4, CO12. MO can be RCO, RH or IR. So these are the some structures examples. In this, it may be having a tetranuclear will be having what, which type of a butterfly structure as well as a planar structure. Okay na?